I'm going to give him your number.
You have his number?
Yeah, is that cool?
Yeah, of course. Hey, tell him to hit me.
Okay.
Dog.
Yeah, this is awesome. Everything's coming together. You're going to be a big Bill Krosky Merritt fan.
This was your. You was playing the long game, wasn't
No, I wasn't at all.
I'm gonna start a podcast with Arian when we finally get a good running back. That one.
Welcome back to Nanodosing. It is Tuesday. It is October. What's the date? October 7th. And we're back. We got myself, Arian, Big T, Mad Dog McKenzie, and very excited. We got a big show. Big show today. And as always, today's show is brought to you by our good friends at Game Time. Big T, college football season.
What game you
what
want
do you
this
think
week?
about it? Let's see. There's actually a very good slate of college football this week.
Really good.
Right? So we could go in a couple different. We could go Red River, the Red River S out. We could go with, is it Auburn, Georgia?
Auburn is playing Georgia. I've got a little under the radar one for you that I think could end up being the result of the day. Hold please.
The result of the day.
Result of the day. For $154, I can get you into Columbia, Missouri, where the Missouri Tigers are only a 3-point underdog against Alabama. And I think the wrong team might be favored in that game.
Wrong team favored.
Potentially.
And Big T's all over it. Tell you what, if you want to watch college football, the best way to get in is Game Time. If you're at the tailgate and you think at the last minute, you know what, my friends are going to the game, I don't have a ticket, I want to get in, I want the best seats, I want the best price, I want it to be quick, I want it to be easy. Use Game Time. It is the easiest way to get into college football games. And fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust that you're going to get 100% authentic tickets on time at the best price. Take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, use code MACRO, get $20 off that first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code MACRO, $20 off your first purchase. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. All right, we're back. October 7th. Arian's back. Big T's back. The Big T's was a real tease. That was the biggest tease of all this weekend.
So
let me set the stage real quick.
Okay.
The big tease that Big T puts out every week. It was 3-2 on the year going into the weekend. I told my friends about it. I marketed for you. I was like, this guy's hot. He's hotter than a pistol. Best sports gambler I know right now. And if you want to take a series of bets that looks on paper to be real chicken shit sometimes, but it gets results, take the big tease.
Elaborate on that.
Well, okay, so here's my example, and you're going to laugh at my example. I was looking at the spreads that you had, and I was like, we're buying 11 points on Navy, but we actually ended up needing.
And how many did you need?
We needed exactly 11 points, which is why I can't shit on that one.
Yes,
that was good. But the concept is like, you're buying a lot of points.
Get them within critical numbers.
Yeah, within critical numbers, and every leg hit going into the last one of the night, the nightcap.
10:30 p.m. kickoff in Berkeley,
California, and
so here's
first half looked okay.
Here's the thing. Well, first quarter. I'm counting it as a loss. The Big T's is 3-3 on the year, still up 9 units. However, the final play was Cal plus 10.5.
Yep.
They got up 21-7.
They did.
You could cash out, which I did, for almost the full win of the Big T's.
Wow.
So I won the Big T's. Now, but again, I gave out a pick. The pick did not hit.
You can't do that, Big T.
The pick didn't hit. But you were 24 points clear, and the cash out was quite juicy.
Yeah, it was.
And now they proceeded to spend the next 3 quarters getting their doors blown off. I've never seen anything like what Cal did on Saturday night. But, yeah, it was a loss. It counts as a loss 3-3. But I hope there were some people out there who maybe took a nice little cash out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I did not cash out. I went down with the ship.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, in theory, the Big T looked pretty good. The Big T's look pretty good.
I just put in this week's, and I love it.
I love that. We're getting ahead of it. We're getting the early numbers.
Yeah.
Before they switch later on in the week. Do you have any inside information?
No.
Okay.
Never do.
Dude, I love it when the line shifts though.
Yeah, I got Missouri at 5.5. It's down to 3.
Yeah,
that's not that's straight up, not in the tees.
Huge weekend. Where do we want to start? Do we want to start?
Well, Arian doesn't know what happened with Mark Sanchez, so I think that has to be first.
Okay, all right, Arian. Do you know Mark?
Like in passing, I never really met him like that.
Okay, so on Friday night, Mark Sanchez was admitted to the hospital in Indianapolis with stab wounds.
I saw that story,
And then it
wild.
It continues to develop. Wait, so you do know the Mark Sanchez story?
I just heard that he was stabbed. I
Yeah.
didn't know. I don't know. It was a wild thing to hear. Like typically older men ain't getting stabbed like that. So I thought it was like it's a robbery or something crazy happened.
So he's what, 38? I think he's 38 years old.
That's it?
Yeah. Younger than me.
Wow.
But he was in Indianapolis because he works for Fox, and he was going to commentate the game on Sunday, the Colts Raiders game. So the story continues to develop, and more facts start to come out, and the police start issuing police reports over the weekend. And then it starts to appear that Mark Sanchez was the aggressor in this situation where he got stabbed. And then the Indianapolis police on Saturday announced, we have placed Mark Sanchez under arrest in the hospital.
Whoa, what?
And right now where the story's at, and there's probably going to be some more developments after this, so I'm just going based off the facts that we have right now. And based off what's been released at the moment, it looks like Sanchez attacked some sort of a truck driver. He might have been like service worker that drops off grease traps or cleans out grease traps or something like that, or he might be a delivery guy. I don't know. I've seen a bunch of stuff. But the guy was like in a car, allegedly pulls up near where Sanchez is. Sanchez starts yelling at him. Then he allegedly attacks the delivery guy. The delivery guy says, "Get away from me. I think this guy's trying to kill me." Pepper sprays him and then stabs Mark Sanchez. And Sanchez runs away and calls an ambulance, or somebody called an ambulance. And he went to the hospital. I think Sanchez is going to be okay. He got stabbed in the torso, but I don't know. Anything could happen. Like if you get stabbed a couple times, it could
hit
go.
an artery, she could go down. But so I have a couple questions. So the dude said that Mark attacked him and he was just dropping something off.
He was like, he was a delivery driver of some sort. I actually just saw a picture. Have you seen a picture of that guy?
It's awful. Yeah.
I did not realize. I mean, this guy is messed up.
This guy's, he's got a huge.
Send it to the group.
He's got a huge cut on the side of his face, like massive. He's in a neck brace. I don't know when this picture was taken, if he's doing better now, but it looks like a really, really bad situation for this guy. And I think the driver was 69 years old.
The football star allegedly battered a 69-year-old grease truck driver who was picking up restaurant refuse in an Indianapolis alleyway, according to police.
And so,
okay, so the second part is kind of, it's not fun, but it's wow. I'm not big on self-defense, but usually you either stab or pepper spray. My man's did both.
He pepper
sprayed him, and then Sanchez kept going at him.
Gotcha. And so he had the bat utility belt on.
I guess so.
For
he was ready. Yeah. And there was another report that right before this happened, Sanchez was running wind sprints in the alley.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we talking
I don't know.
Here?
It's crazy, right?
Is he on drugs? He gotta be on drugs then. He's on drugs.
I don't know. It doesn't say, I'll say this because I don't want to speculate, but it doesn't sound like the behavior of a man who is in sound judgment.
Is this corroborated? This picture of this dude, is this really him?
Yeah.
Or do we know that from?
It was in the New York Post, so I'd say pretty kind of corroborated.
I've seen them,
but I don't think that they.
I mean, yeah, they're not putting out fake pictures of the guy in the hospital.
Yeah.
Also, those are from, it looks like a local affiliate, not like from the New York Post.
Oh, okay. I just saw the headline that the Post ran then. I made the case that that's the worst hangover of all time that Mark Sanchez had.
You wake up, you're in the hospital, you've been stabbed.
Yep.
Then you find out as soon as you recover from the stab wound, you're going to jail.
Yeah, a police officer walks in, places you under arrest while you're, one, hungover, Oh, maybe hungover. I don't know if he had a mental health crisis or not, but I guess I'm assuming a lot here. I'm guessing. You're hungover. You're handcuffed to your hospital bed.
Did they handcuff him?
I think they usually handcuff you, yeah. Well, he was originally charged with misdemeanors, and then I think that at least one got upgraded to a felony today.
He is facing a level 5 felony battery charge, which carries a 1 to 6 year sentence.
So I think they probably placed him in handcuffs, but if not, they at least had a cop come in and say you're under arrest, and the cop probably stationed himself outside the hospital door, and then you're just like, you're coming down from all that. Also, you have stab wounds.
Getting perp walked out of the hospital after getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Rough Monday.
I can't think of a worse hangover than that. I really can't. There might have been, maybe on Christmas Day, the British troops that were in Delaware when George Washington crossed the river and just ambushed all of them.
Sure.
That's a pretty bad hangover.
Yeah.
Hitler had a pretty bad hangover on D-Day when he slept in because he was all methed out. And his generals are like, hey, they're invading. They're in France right now. He's like, oh, no. but my tanks, they are all north. I put all my tanks in the north.
What is this?
I can't do Hitler. Sue me.
Is that after he went to Argentina?
Yeah, it was a little Spanish.
Yeah.
My tanks, they are all in the north. I can't do German. Bad hangover from Mark Sanchez. But crazy story, too. We'll probably learn. I think they have video surveillance of it.
I think I read that they were both filming each other, like with their phones.
Are you serious?
I believe I read that, yeah.
This story gets funnier and funnier, dog. What the fuck? I mean, I hope everybody's okay, but holy shit, dog. Jesus,
I've never seen a bigger twist than I came in here Saturday morning to watch college football and opened my phone and saw that Mark Sanchez had been stabbed. And I was like, oh my, what? And then 5 hours later, it was actually, he's under arrest. He was the aggressor. Wild.
Yeah, crazy. Also this weekend, huge news, new music on Friday. Mad Dog Mackenzie.
Yep. It's very exciting.
Yeah, new pop punk song came out. Peaked in high school.
I know. I peaked in high school.
Check it out.
Really
it's a good
exciting.
track. Playing down Baton Rouge
I
on
know.
Friday. Go Tigers at Fred's, Tigerland. One of my favorite parts in the world. But Taylor Swift released her album on Friday.
Yes, she did.
To mixed reviews.
Well, a perfect score of 100, according to Rolling Stone.
Oh, yeah. They're just, that's like.
How much do you think that cost?
That's like CBS paying Trump $100 million. It's like, they want to be friends with Taylor Swift.
Do you think that was paid advertising, or that they did that?
I think they
as a gesture of goodwill.
As a gesture of goodwill to the Taylor Swift community, yeah. But yeah, mixed reviews. I've heard. Actually, I'll be honest. I've heard none of the songs. I heard 15 seconds of Ophelia, and I've read several posts about it. And in my estimation, the posts that I've seen have appeared to be less than complimentary overall. What are your thoughts?
Mackenzie and I have very similar opinions. We really like the album.
I like it.
I was talking to Big T before you came in here and before we were recording. I do not think this is her magnum opus. I do not think this is her strongest album she's ever released. I do not like every song on this album. I do not think this is like her strongest sonically, lyrically. That being said, I still like a lot of the songs and think they're very fun and good. I like the Travis Kelce Penis song a lot. I think it's really fun. I think
Arian, you did hear that correctly.
Yes. There's a song about Travis Kelce being packed. Yes.
Let me find
good
the
for
lyrics
her.
for you real quick, Arian. I'll just...
Oh, I can just probably
I'll read them for you.
I love that song.
You know what, Big T? I'm actually cool, fam.
No. I think you need to hear it to get a...
I don't think I do.
Forgive me, it sounds cocky. He amatized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love that song.
What's up, man?
I think it's fun.
Maddie getting it in.
I think it's fun.
Clapping some cheeks, dude.
Yeah, like God forbid. I think it's fun. I think it's a really fun album. I think it reflects where she's at in her life, which is obviously extremely happy, extremely in love. I think people are really causing the discourse to be at an all-time high in a very idiotic way for a lot of things, but I think it's fun. I again, it's not my favorite album she's ever put out. I was expecting it to be like life-changing, like crazy, like music industry shifting based on the way she's promoting it. It's not. That might have been a bit of
it's going to change. It's going to change music.
Look, she was hyping it up like a lot, and I was like, damn. She like didn't even say anything when Tortured Poets came out, which was her last album. She did very minimal, if any, press about it. So she was so over the top with this one. So I was very excited, and the producers she worked with have produced some of my favorite Taylor Swift songs of all time. Again, I like a lot of the songs. I think they're very fun. I don't think this is her strongest album, but I like a lot of the songs.
Now, PFT, have you heard my personal favorite theory on this album? That Taylor Swift is a covert MAGA operative.
Oh, let's go. Tell me about it.
So some are theorizing, and this is so like, I don't even know if are these Taylor Swift fans or these haters? I don't know who it is. I think they're
can't
fans,
tell either.
but they're like,
I don't know.
Can I just go based on the vibes? Because I haven't heard the theory yet.
Okay.
But my thought would be that there are people that do not care that have said that they don't care for Taylor Swift's music because of her allegedly being too liberal. They probably haven't listened to a lot of Taylor Swift's music, but now that there's this theory, they will say that they support her.
No. It's the opposite.
Okay.
It's people who I think do like Taylor Swift and listen to this album, and now they're saying, since she is proclaiming that she wants to get married and have children and all these things, she is pushing the conservative agenda, and that she is actually in cahoots with Trump now.
All right,
because she's marrying a football player.
Where did the narrative of conservatives are the only one who have children come from?
I mean,
I was saying earlier.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous,
yeah,
but there are.
Oh, that was a little stank on that.
Well, it is because I've seen this
ridiculous.
everywhere. It's like people are just saying you can just say stuff,
but
and then they're like, yeah, you're right. Democrats don't have families.
It is ridiculous, but you would acknowledge there is a wing of the left that does think that like marriage is a problematic institution and that having children is not, there are a lot of people who have thought that recently.
I don't think that's what they
well, clearly there are, because they're saying Taylor Swift is a MAGA operative.
I think there's like two people that are saying that, and then
I saw a TikTok of this that had hundreds of thousands of likes.
That said what? That kid.
I'll find the video and send it to you.
Yeah, because people are gonna like any crazy shit about Taylor Swift.
Maybe.
Also, people are claiming that she's become similar to that take, that she's a white supremacist, because in one of her songs she talks about how like she doesn't need all of the extra things in life. She just wants a house with kids that look like us running around. Yeah. And people are taking that as she's a white supremacist. She only wants just these white people living on her street. And it's like, no, she's marrying a white man and they would have white children.
This is the problem with the internet is that, well, you can say whatever you want, but also there's like a big incentive to say crazy shit and come up with a theory and then get a bunch of people that pay attention to you because of it. So you don't even say shit that you believe half the time, or if you do, you've just been like conditioned to believe that by going down like seven different layers of like absolutely batshit investigations into her shit.
So I sent you one of the videos. It's very long. We don't have time to play the whole thing, but just to give you an idea, it has 500,000 likes. Some of the comments, she adapts to her boyfriends. She's in her conservative era. That has 65,000 likes. She is a billionaire. She's one of them. There is no such thing as an ethical billionaire. 57,000 likes.
Mm-hmm. That's fact.
And then, so this doesn't seem to be an extremely fringe.
No, but in fact, it's something that Big T, parts of it you might have agreed with.
Like what?
Like the fact that why are we why are we giving Taylor Swift like our full fidelity and bending the knee to her? She's a billionaire that's making money and selling,
kind of
$500 concert tickets
in a different way.
But I
don't believe she's working with Trump to promote
obviously not
the conservative agenda.
Obviously not
of marriage.
Or maybe she's got an inside track that Bad Bunny is going to be replaced on the Super Bowl halftime show because Trump's upset. So now she wants to get in with Trump, so she gets installed.
Wow.
That's my other favorite thing going on the internet right now is people pretending that they're not going to watch the Super Bowl because Bad Bunny's performing.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mentioned that to say that it seems this album is being panned by people of all angles.
I also think, I was telling this to Big T as well, she is so large and
Careful.
so her fame is her presence is so
I get it.
Yeah. She's so famous that anything she does is just so blown out of the water in a positive and negative way. There are people who are going to support this album and think it's art and it's the best thing that she's ever done. And there are people that are going to think the exact opposite. The spectrum is crazy. It's just, she has hit a level of fame where, in my opinion, and Mackenzie, you may have a different opinion, I don't think anything she ever puts out again will be received in a mostly positive light, at least right at first, like opening weekend, because there are so many voices that want to talk about her that there will be so many negative opinions for
you gotta fade to black, man.
Ever.
She gotta
just go away.
Gotta fade to black, dog. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Happens to everybody.
Yeah, like I think she's just eclipsed a level of fame that you can have a normal album release and not.
Well,
and I also just don't.
Her prestige has outgrown her presence.
In what do you mean?
Like who people think she is bigger than who she actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because she does interviews and stuff, and I'm not saying that, again, I don't know this woman personally. Wish I did, but I don't. She does interviews, and she's not this, huge presence that gives off I'm a superstar and I, am the most famous person on planet Earth. Like, she really doesn't give that off. And so from what I take from that is that you can't live up to the name of Taylor Swift. It's just so big and it's so looming. I just don't think anything can truly live up to her fame. And I don't think anyone is ever going to, or I don't think she's going to ever release an album and every person is going to be, oh my God, what a collection of work. I just don't think, I think she's past
I also
it,
think
honestly.
that there's a lot of people that have made a big part of their lives, like defending everything that she does. So if there's something that she does, maybe she releases an album that you don't particularly love. That's okay.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Artists do that sometimes. But when that happens, they're like, oh, what do I do? Like, do I have to pretend to like it? Do I like it? It makes them have like a personal crisis because their perfect person wasn't perfect once. And she's not a perfect person. I guarantee you that she's got lots of flaws like everybody else. But in a way, I almost feel bad for her.
I don't think she cares though. I think this happens and she's just like, okay, well, I like the music, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I do also think there's people who, if they don't, like you were just saying, that defend her no matter what. There's people on the other side that will hate her, shit on her no matter what. Yeah. It doesn't matter. They could love the album, love the song. They'll still be completely
not
rude
give her
and
any.
Why does everybody love her so much? Blah blah blah. So I think that's just whenever she does anything, there's both those extremes, and then those people are going at it. Mm-hmm. But then there's all the regular people that are
I like
it.
It's
fine. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's an album. I also think the tying it to the political discourse of it all. I've seen so many tweets, and again, Twitter is just, I can't do Twitter recently, but there have been so many tweets correlating it to the leftist movement and, the whole white supremacy. It's music. Like, how many other albums are we doing this for?
Yeah, not many.
It's exactly. Like Kanye wrote like Nazi songs.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Damn, he's crazy." And then you kind of
goes hard.
Like, her image has been crafted very.
I agree,
but that's what we're saying. Like, she's talking about wanting to have kids with a white man, and they're like, "Well, she's a white supremacist, and she is actually teaming up with MAGA and blah blah blah." Like,
no, I was saying like with Kanye. It's because of like what we've grown to expect. There's a difference. So like with Taylor Swift, her public persona has been very carefully manicured to be like pristine, right? That means a lot. That means a lot to her, and she's thought that this is the best way to market herself. And then if anything bad, if anything like even in a gray area comes out about her, it's like a big deal as opposed to Kanye, who's been fucking insane and crazy and shifted the Overton window on himself so far that nothing can surprise you with this guy. And so when he puts out a song called Hail Hitler, people are like, yeah, it's still shocking, but I mean, it's Kanye, so.
Can y'all also tell me, I don't know, the AI video, what is that?
Oh, yeah.
What is it for? Because I see people mad about that as well.
I will also say I am not a fan of her use. If it's AI, I am not a fan of that. I don't appreciate AI in art and pretty much anything else in life. And I think she's rich enough. She can pay an animator or whoever it is to make a video. I honestly think it's just, I wasn't really clued in on it. I think it was kind of one of those just like Easter egg videos where we don't really know what the point of it is yet. But I honestly didn't look much into it besides the AI discourse. And I don't like that she uses AI if that's what it is. I don't appreciate that. So yeah, like I don't know, but I honestly have nothing else to
was
really
it a music video?
No, it was just like a promo video for something or like a QR code scan. I don't exactly know what it was. I don't think anyone knows what the exact purpose of is yet. I might have missed it, but I don't have.
You want to know something interesting, PFT? Do me a favor. Are you on Twitter?
I am, yeah. X.com.
Yeah, can you go on your X app and when I search AI, plenty of results come up fine. When I search AI Swift or AI Taylor, I get an error message.
I have the answer.
Okay.
AI Swift, no.
Yours comes up?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I know what comes up is people saying, what the fuck, nothing comes up when you search Taylor Swift AI. Taylor Swift's team is currently blocking searches of Taylor Swift AI.
I have found a community note. The phrase Taylor AI has been banned from X's search tab since January 2024 when AI-generated sexual photos and videos using Taylor's image began to be shared.
Yeah, if I search AI Taylor, it doesn't go through. That's honestly fair.
Okay.
Because there was some bad stuff.
I thought she got her team scrubbing people being mad at her for using AI.
No, you couldn't have done that for the past 2 years, or you couldn't have searched that for the past 2 years.
Got it.
Because of the.
What about my take that when Taylor is happy in a content relationship, then
her music suffers,
or people don't identify as much to her music because they like having Taylor write songs about struggles that she went through that they're currently going through.
I think that's fair. I think there are several songs on this album that are like, I am so in love. It is sickening. I am so obsessed with my fiance. I love him so much. That's
my boyfriend's got a big cock.
Yes. Not everyone can relate to that. Unfortunately. I do agree. I think a lot of the people that listen to Taylor Swift aren't married, and that's a lot of people that listen to any music aren't married, whatever. So I think there is a level of relatability because it's like, I found the love of my life, and not everyone, especially younger girls that listen to her aren't, with their future spouse yet. That's to be had with any person that sings about that kind of stuff. And I think most people have been through some sort of heartbreak or breakup that she sings about. So I think it's easier to relate to, but I think it's harder to relate to But there are a lot of Taylor Swift songs that I don't personally relate to that I still enjoy listening to and still like.
Sounds like it's indicative of the human condition. Her most slappiest slaps are when she's upset and sad.
Down bad. Yeah.
And so people like blood. People like when people do it bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of my favorite songs of hers are from when she was down bad and going through a really hard time. But a lot of I also have a lot of my favorite Taylor Swift songs that are about her being happy or, you know, or not about love at all, about other things in her life. So yeah, I think she's known for the breakup songs in a major way. She's kind of made that her niche, or I don't know if you can call it a niche, but she's made that her strength. And I think this is an album that is very much a tone of I am happy and I'm shouting it from the rooftops. And not everyone has that. So again, it's not fun to listen to I'm in love songs when you're single or going through a breakup or whatever it is. And luckily for you, or whoever's not relating to it, Taylor has 11 other albums that you can listen to at your greatest convenience that are about those things.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
I'm excited to find out that Mad Dog is a rational music consumer. And you too, Mackenzie. You're approaching this with like a very non-internet poison brain, which is...
Thank you. There was a lot of internet poison to be had this weekend.
I'm also not like very musically inclined. So like, I'm just like, I either like the song or I don't. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's too much to be overanalyzed. It's like, oh, okay. It's like a good beat. Like I'm in. Like it's really not that hard.
Yeah. I just think that like there's a lot of Taylor Swift music. She has this is her 12th album. She has so much music that you can go back and listen to that actually fits any feeling on the spectrum of love or emotion or whatever. And I like a lot of the songs on here. And I think the discourse is like legit mind-numbing. And I think people just like to talk about her. Good, bad, whatever it is. I'm glad you think I'm a rational consumer. I really like a lot of the songs. Like it's not that I'm like trying to defend her with my life. I just enjoy listening to them. Like they're fun. And like they're not super like, I mean, obviously they're deep in her own way, but like they're not like soul crushing, like so deep lyrics. They're just like fun. And that sometimes it's just like fun to dance and sing to fun songs.
I agree.
You know? So
I think it's tough when fan bases have expectations of artists because they're always going to let people down. In their head, this was supposed to be the whatever industry stopping or whatever the case may be. You always going to get let down with shit like that.
Yep.
So you gotta live life with no expectations, man. It makes this thing so sweet.
Well, I believe she did say when she went on Travis Kelce's podcast, like, this is the thing I'm most excited that I've ever made.
She did say that.
Yeah, don't listen to people stuff. Don't listen to people that you love. Just have no expectations. Doesn't matter what anybody says. Life is amazing like that. So, some bads happen, that's what's up. Some good happens, that's what's up. It's great.
Yeah, I like it. It's
fun. It's a fun album.
Yeah, I think you would like
I'm
going to
listen at some point.
How many tracks is it?
12.
Oh, that's reasonable.
Yeah, she said in that same New Heights interview, she was like, it's 12 songs, start to finish. There's no bonus, there's no deluxe, there's no secret double album. It is 12
She's like,
songs.
so quit with your stupid fan theories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shuts it down before it even comes.
Yeah, she was like, there's nothing else coming. This is the 12 songs that I've chosen to put on this project.
Yeah, that's an Easter egg.
Well, I would like it to be vault tracks from Reputation, but I'm not.
If you look at the origins of the number 12.
Yep.
Right. But yeah, it's just 12 tracks. There's no deluxe. There's no anything. So yeah.
All right. Cool. Good Taylor Swift recap.
Yeah.
I will listen to the album at some point, and I'll see.
Yeah.
Give me a song to throw me like, okay, Aaron, because I'll give it a chance. But I'm not gonna listen to 12 tracks of it. But
that's okay.
Give me one. And be like, okay, if I like that one, I might double back.
Okay. Mackenzie.
That's
what
kind
song
of
do
a
you think
pressure
Arian would
pack.
like
It
to
is.
I
watch?
don't know.
It
Yeah, that
is.
is. Do you want a more like pop song or a
Do you want
more like
upbeat or
lyrical?
more-
I'm not
more-
a pop guy. I like depth. I like different chord changes. I mean, different chord choices. I don't the A, B, C, G thing. That's more pop.
You like diminished chords.
Oh, diminished chords make that shit.
So you're saying you don't want
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that sounds exactly like "I Want You Back" by the Jackson 5?
Pop songs. I don't know what you're referencing, but pop songs in general, over time, follow pretty much the same chord progressions because it's what people. It's easiest on people's ear.
Yeah.
Right. A C chord, a G chord, like those kind of that chord progression is very standard. There's this like YouTube video I saw a long time ago that had like I was like I don't know 100 like 50 maybe 50 pop
The
songs.
4-chord song.
And yeah, and it's just the same every single.
It's Jack.
and,
It's Jack Black,
good
right?
stuff.
It's the Jack Black's like duo.
White
I
Stripes.
don't.
No,
I
you're
don't know.
thinking of Jack
Oh yeah,
White.
Tenacious D.
Yes.
I don't see color.
The 4-chord song. I think it's by them, and it's like every famous song that you can just play on one after another.
Yeah, the it's a chord progression more so than it is the exact same chords. The chord progression is
Right.
1, 5, 6, 4. And
go,
the
1,
numbers
4.
are correlated to the spot in the scale. So if 1 is do,
'Cause
2 is re.
you could technically play any song in any key.
Any key, yeah, you can move the key
So
around.
it's not necessarily.
Excuse
yeah.
me.
But people more like major chords are more fitting to people's ears when it comes to music.
It's by a group called the Axis of Awesome with a guy who looks vaguely reminiscent of Jack Black.
Tenacious D tribute band.
Yeah.
I think if you want a not upbeat pop song that I don't know music as well as you do, Arian. It has some key changes. I don't really know about the chord progression and all of that. I would say Father Figure
A great one.
is probably a good place to start. A lot of this album is upbeat, so that's a more slowed down, and it's not necessarily, or it's not about like being in love and stuff. And it takes the name from Father Figure and by George Michael and interprets her beat into that.
Perfect.
So it's a similar beat to Father Figure by George Michael.
Father Figure. I'm on
But
it.
I would say that's my favorite bridge on the album.
I'm on it.
I would say.
I will
Yeah.
listen to it after this podcast.
Okay. A lot of them, though, I will say just are very upbeat. So I would say probably not a lot of them are like that. But Father Figure, I would say.
I like a dance track every now and then. Tyler, the Creator, just came out with a project that's like all dance songs. It was dope.
Sugar on My Tongue and stuff. But yeah,
I'm with it.
that's my Taylor Swift.
Aaron, you were watching the Commanders-Chargers game yesterday.
Unfortunately, I was.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I didn't really care who won. I had Herbert as a quarterback in fantasy in my money league, and I was going against Jaden Daniels, so it was a big matchup for me. And they got away with a little cheap touchdown at the end of the game, so I was rooting for the Chargers. It was cheap.
What's cheap about it?
It was up 20-10.
Yeah.
The Chargers had no timeouts. They was down by 10. It was stupid. They didn't have to do that. Stupid.
Well, yeah, they wanted to make it they wanted to force the Chargers to have to score
three times in 50
touchdowns
seconds with no timeouts.
As opposed, well, follow me on this one. If they kick the field goal on that fourth down,
blocked. No,
they're up 13, right?
You have to go So here,
and then 2 touchdowns would win the game for the Chargers.
But you have to go. You would have to go 90 yards in 50 seconds with no timeouts, and then kick an onside, and then go 50 yards.
No, I'm saying,
I'm
saying the Chargers. Okay, Commanders kick a field goal, then they're up 13. Yes. Then the Commanders have to kick off. Chargers could get a big return. They could get good field position. They could even return it for a touchdown. And then the Chargers are only down 6 points. Then they kick on sides, they recover, and now a touchdown wins the game for them. It's improbable.
Yeah. Very.
But
I wasn't mad at it. It is what it is. Part of the game.
I wanted to know what you thought about the Commanders running back, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Bill.
Yeah, he looks really good. I think I don't think you'll see a lot of long runs from him like that. I think those are more a couple of one-offs, like defensive breakdowns and gap integrity. But I feel like he's very solid back. Very solid back. That's my first time seeing him, so I gotta see more. But he looks good. He looks really good.
Yeah, he's got great vision. He's really super shifty around the line. I don't know if he's got like the breakaway speed where he'll be able, like, if he gets to the second level, I don't see him like sprinting past cornerbacks and safeties and not getting caught. Sometimes he's fast enough. He's pretty fast, but he's not like elite level fast.
I saw a very similar cat. He plays for Penn State, number 13.
They have two that are really good. I forget if that's Allen or Singleton.
I forget his name, but I loved his game because I watched when they played Oregon, and I loved his game. And so for all you running backs out there that are fans of Macrodosing, knee lift.
That is, it's Katron Allen.
Knee lift. Him and your boy from the Commanders. Knee lift. Knee lift will increase your long speed for the long haul. And how to get knee lift? Hills. You got to live on the hills. Run hills in the offseason. Incorporate hills in your off-season training and track workouts. Those two will increase your speed. And you can walk off on 4-3 guys like,
all right.
Some of us did.
So, Bill, if you're listening, hit the hills.
The hills in the offseason, dog. Holla at your boy, DM me. That's one thing. That's the dope thing about being like an ex player. A lot of cats reach out to me and like ask for like advice. That's really dope. Yeah, it's really dope, and I give it to them. It's like I'm gonna die with this knowledge. So
I'm gonna give him your number.
You have his number?
Yeah, is that cool?
Yeah, of course. Tell him to hit me.
Okay. Dog. Yeah, this is awesome. Everything's coming together. You're gonna be a big Bill Krosky-Merritt fan.
This was your. You was playing the long game, wasn't
No, I wasn't at all.
I'm gonna start a podcast with Arian when we finally get a good running back.
I think he'd be psyched to hear from you because I really do think that this guy has like unlimited potential. He's that good, and he was a steal.
Unlimited is
well, I mean, unlimited in that like I could see him being, definitely top 5 running back in the NFL. As a rookie, this is really impressive.
He looks really good. Yeah, he looks really good. And so, if he really hits me, I'll look a little bit more at his film. I'll give him some of my critiques and stuff like that.
Do you know where Bill comes from?
I do, yeah.
Where?
So his grandmother said
William.
No, his name's Ja'Cory.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant the name. My bad.
No,
I can give you a little tidbit.
I do know that Bill is a nickname for William. I'm wondering why it's from him.
Well, first it starts in committee. And then after some revisions, it goes to the floor.
Okay. So
no, it's his grandmother.
Just called him Bill?
Yeah, so when he was a baby, he reminded her of the cartoon Little Bill.
Got it.
And so she started calling him Bill, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm Bill now. That's my name.
Got it.
Yeah, he's the best. Bill the running back.
Little Bill.
Let's see what else we got to get into from the weekend that was. Arian, I played Pinehurst.
How'd you like it?
All right, so the format that we played was something called a shamble, which is like you're familiar?
I'm familiar.
All right, so if you're not familiar, I played with Hank, and you both hit a tee shot. Then you use the better of the 2 tee shots, but from that point on, it becomes best ball. Mm-hmm. So I think Hank and I finished 9 under for 18 at Pinehurst number 2, which was like I was super excited about that. But the way that we played, since it's a shamble off the tee, if you end up in one of those native areas that's got the sand and like the wispy grass and stuff, you can pick and place within a club length. So even if you hit into that, we could put it in a spot where we'd have like a free swing at it. So the course obviously wasn't as hard for us as it would be if you were just playing your own ball the whole time. But the greens there were just they are infuriating there because every green, it's like the first 10 yards of the green, if you land it in there, it's just going to roll back 30 yards. And then if you hit it a little too far, it's just going to roll off the back of the green. So that was challenging. The greens were super, super fast too, but it's a great course. I loved it. I actually ended up in Bryson's bunker. The one that he hit out
the one he hit for Rory?
On 18, yeah. Rory.
So
I scored mine about 40 yards over the green when I hit mine.
Your man Riggs, when we played in the Ryder Cup, we was talking on the tee box, and I was like, I hate Pinehurst. He was like, why? I was like, it's just ugly. Like it's not aesthetically appealing to me. It looks like a ugly. It's just ugly. And he was like, well, thanks, man. I live on that. I live on my bad. You disrespect your backyard.
Are you familiar with the Riggs Pinehurst lore?
I'm familiar that he lives there on the course, but I don't.
Oh, so I didn't even actually know that. But he lived there during COVID, right? And he
Yeah.
was there for like several months
At the resort.
Yeah.
Like not in his house. He was
Right.
at the resort.
And then he left finally that summer whenever, things opened back up or whatever, and sobbed as he was they gave him what they had every employee line the halls and like cheer for him as he left. It's quite a video.
Yeah, he had the best COVID of anybody.
Yeah.
He was at a golf resort in a hotel for like 90 days.
Something, yeah.
And so he got to just play golf every day, and yeah, he handled that right.
Yeah.
He had a great time at it. But yeah, so he lives on the course area, and since it was a shotgun start, the hole that me and Hank teed off on to start the day was the hole that's right next to Riggs's house. And so we go up to our tee, and then we see in the backyard Riggs and his boys back there at like 8:30 in the morning, shirtless, hungover, getting started on another day of drinking. And we're like, hey Riggs, how's it going? He's like, let's go, boys, hit driver. It was wild. It was a wild way to start the day. But yeah, it's a very fun course to play, but it's super challenging.
Yeah.
Also, you weren't on the show last week, but shot an 87, not to brag.
Hey, there you go.
We'll see. I got a big match today against Hank.
Wait, are y'all playing for anything?
5,000.
Love it, though. I might call you in the middle and get the rest of my push-ups.
I should not have told. I can't tell you anything anymore.
I can't believe that's still going on.
That's the fun about that bet. I could drag it out as long as. Matter of fact, let me get 5 real quick.
How many do I owe you?
45.
I think it's still quite a few, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You want
that
5?
Is still a lot.
5, just 5. Count them out for me, T.
2, 3, 4, 5. He did
Right,
6, but the
my
first
man.
one was iffy.
Yeah. Can't be getting these Bush League push-ups, man.
So yeah, Arian, the Brewers.
You see me. Shout out to the Brew Crew for sending me this gear. We got, you know what I'm saying? Division champs. That's what we do.
Love that.
Yeah, we came out swinging, except it was bittersweet. Cause I don't know the status on Jackson Churio. That's my dog. He went down with a hamstring tightness. You know, I'm well aware of hamstring injuries, and he's saying he's good. His coach saying he's not sure. I haven't got a status since yesterday. So
they had him running yesterday. He looked a little tight, but like he could probably play.
See, I think we rest him. I think we rest him this series.
I mean,
hamstrings.
What if there's not a next one?
Hamstrings, because hamstrings are not like you can't play through them. It'll just grab and it won't let you extend your leg. And so it's better to err on the side of caution with those. When Jackson Churio went down the first time, we went on like a crazy run. I'm not saying we don't need him. We're 1,000% a better team with him in the lineup. I'm saying I think we can beat the Cubs without Jackson Churio. Although I think he went first 3 hits.
Just DH him.
And he had a double. I could be, I could be. I didn't know that was an option. I'm still learning this shit.
The DH is the guy who just hits.
I know what designated hitter is. I just didn't know that you could just come in and hit, and that's all you had to do. I thought you had to play some kind of defense.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what the DH is.
I'm sorry, Big T.
Well, you said
learning the game.
I know,
bro.
I understand, but then you said you knew what it was.
No, I know designated hitter means. I thought that means you just hit like for. I don't know. I'm unaware.
That is a guy in the lineup who only hits. But it can be. Teams use different guys in that. Most of them use different guys in that role.
I thought if you had to, I thought designated hitter was for. You know how like so Jackson Churio went out, right? He went to 11, and they had a pinch hitter.
Yeah, that's
a pinch runner. I'm sorry. So I thought it was like, okay, if somebody gets hurt, you can hit for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So like William Contreras, who's a really good hitter, obviously they don't want him catching 162 games because your knees would give out. So he'll DH every few days, and then he doesn't have to catch; he just hits. And then Yelich, they DH some.
Nice.
Switch it off.
Yeah, man. We'll see though. I'm excited. I mean, that's how you open up a damn playoff series, though.
Yeah.
I had people tweeting me because Peralta gave up that first home run. People tweeting me, "Oh, welcome to Brewers playoff baseball." Next inning, we answer with like 4, dog, and it just go wow, wow, wow. The bats is hot, and this is what I love about this team. We don't be going yard like that. We just be playing like the scrappy ball, and I love it, dog.
They were
fun team.
They were the first team ever. I think it was 9 runs and 10 hits in the first 2 innings of a playoff game.
Wow.
Which was crazy because the Braves several years ago gave up 10 runs just in the first inning.
That's crazy, yeah.
But I went back and counted. It was on like 4 or 5 hits. There were a bunch of walks, and I think Freddie Freeman had an error.
So what was crazy to me is they changed pitchers in the first inning. They was like, no, get him out of here. I forget what buddy's name was. Boyer, maybe?
Matthew Boyd.
Boyd, yeah. They got him up out of the first inning, dog. Is that rare? That seems to be rare.
First inning, yes, but in the playoffs, like, you don't have time to play around if a guy's just doesn't have it. Like, in the regular season, he would have pitched 4 innings and just, had to eat some of it, but you just don't have. Now, but then once you go down 9-1, it's kind of like, all right, they let Soroka pitch for a while, and then they brought in, like, Savali, I think. Like, those guys, at that point, it's just like, go out there and.
But this is why I think we rest Jackson Chourio, is because our strength is our bats, but it's kind of streaky. It goes up and down. Our strength is our pitching. Our pitching is amazing, and I really feel like who we got on the mound today.
I would assume either Priester or.
See, if it's Priester, I'm extremely confident, and we nope, it's Ashby. Okay, I don't hate Ashby. I think he's good. I don't like that move right there, because this is the best out of what?
5.
5.
You win this one, you're sitting pretty.
We're sitting in the driver's seat. Yeah.
Who do the Cubs have? Shota. Really good.
No.
Imanaga.
Imanaga. What a dope ass name.
Yeah. He's fun.
Yeah, fuck this guy. He's not a Brewer. I don't give a fuck. You thought I was gonna care about him because he has a cool name? Well, you thought wrong. Fuck that guy.
Also, shout out to the Brewers getting the primetime game over the Dodgers and Phillies. That's big time.
Pretty well. I don't.
Best team in baseball. What you talking about, dog?
I agree with you. I'm just telling you, Major League Baseball generally, if the Yankees were playing, the Brewers would be at 11 a.m. today.
True.
You're right. You're not wrong.
True. I also like Philly at night.
It's still at night. I think it's at 6 o'clock.
Okay,
that's the team I'm worried about. I think we're gonna walk through this this bracket, but Philly's like, I'm worried about.
You're more worried about Philly than you are about the Dodgers.
Yeah, we swept the Dodgers. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but I'm saying, yeah, I think we got their number.
What about the people that are saying, "Hey, Aaron, you're looking ahead right now.
Yeah,
you're up one game.
I don't like this.
1-0, and by the time this episode comes out, you might have already lost."
If Arian's opinions have anything to do with the Brewers winning or losing, we got bigger problems as humanity.
I agree that
butterfly
they don't,
effect.
But you don't want to be looking ahead, though.
I'm a planner, Big T. Everybody knows that about me.
Yep, that's the thing about Arian.
That's the irony.
But yeah,
I'm just telling you. I'm just giving you my. When I see who's in the bracket, when I saw the Cubs, I was like, they'll probably give us a little, you know what I mean? A couple bows in the crowd, but I wasn't worried about the Cubs. I'm not worried about the Dodgers, but Philly.
But that thing,
kind of. You know how I would have been worried about is if the Cubs lost to the Padres. That's what I've been worried about. I felt like the Padres just handle us for some reason.
Yeah,
but we ain't gotta worry about that.
Playoff page it's all about matchups and like the weird little nuggets and success that you've had against other teams. There was that one stat that was it was Kerry Carpenter, I think. He's on the Tigers, right?
Correct.
And they put up a stat the other night when he was going up against the Mariners that was like he's 5 for 11 lifetime against this one pitcher with 5 home runs.
Yeah, some guys you just have their number like that.
It's crazy. But yeah, Arian, I'm looking forward to seeing you suffer and enjoy the fruits of victory as playoff baseball goes on.
It's a long game, baby.
It is. Should we talk about a very sad story that had a development?
Yeah, have to. So,
Arian, are you familiar with the Kyren Lacy story at all?
Yes.
So
not like the details, but I'm aware of what happened.
The general outline is that he was charged, I believe, with vehicular manslaughter, maybe like failure to render aid, something like that. Essentially charged with killing somebody by driving recklessly. And then he took his own life, very sadly. When was that? Like January, December, last winter. And his lawyer at the memorial service was like, I got you. I'm going to take care of you afterwards, Kyren. Like, the facts are going to come out, and I'm not going to give up on this. The lawyer gave a very interesting interview. I don't know what channel it was on. It was like a podcast setting, but they were both wearing suits. I'm not sure exactly where this was. But he gave an interview, and he presented his entire case as evidence that he had collected and built up over the last, 9 months or so. And it appears that it's pretty cut and dry that Kyren Lacy was driving a car that was behind the accident, like quite a distance behind the accident when it happened. Like he was 100 yards away from the crash, behind it. And then for whatever reason, the cops in this case coached some of the witnesses to say that Kyren Lacy's car caused this accident. And it's on body camera. Like you can see the cop coaching a witness and being like, make sure to say that that you had to get out of the way of this car. Like he told him what to write. And then the guy apparently didn't even sign his name to it and indicated on the paper that it was falsified, or not falsified, but not his legitimate thoughts on the witness statement. So there's going to be a lot of fallout, I would imagine, for that police department.
I mean, has to be. I just don't understand, how long have they had this? Because this is 8-9 months ago now.
I guess Freedom of Information Act stuff takes a while and the cops are probably trying to not release some of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super, super sad what happened. And I'm interested to see where it goes from here, because it seems like a really, really fucked up thing that the police did. And they made it very public that they were like, this is our guy. He did this. And the guy that died, unfortunately, he was, I think, like a Marine, like a former Marine.
Something like
vet.
that, I think, yeah.
And so they turned it into this, whole thing and pinned it all on Kyren Lacy, which is complete. It looks like it was complete and total bullshit. And it ended, very tragically for him, too. So, yeah, hopefully they'll be able to do something about that with the police department.
Good for that lawyer.
Yeah, he did it. He did a very good job of explaining it, and that's a guy that you would want in your corner as an attorney, right? It does. Let's see, what else do we have to get to today, Big T?
I think that was most of it.
Are you teed off about anything?
I had another football one and I didn't write it down. Talk about something.
Oh, I watched one more game. I watched the Bucks and the Seahawks, and it's rare that I'm impressed by offensive coordinator. Everybody runs the same shit, right? The Buccaneers offensive coordinator I fucking love this dude. I absolutely love this dude. I forget his name, but his play calling and his offensive sets and format. I love the way this dude runs offense. I'm a fan of him.
Yeah, that was a really fun game to watch too.
It was a dope game to watch.
Great uniforms.
Yes, bro. Aesthetically pleasing. They had both throwbacks on. That was beautiful. Love that.
Josh Grizzard is his name.
There you go.
Grizzard.
That man he got a fan in me. I think he's gonna be a great coach. How long has he been? I don't even know nothing about him. I've never watched the Bucks.
The man is from Lizard Lick, North Carolina.
Love that.
Yeah.
And he went to Yale and then got his master's at Duke.
Now, this guy played football probably at some point?
He played football at Yale.
We're getting too many Ivy League data analytics guys in football. And I love strategy. I love being the best football team you can be. And if those are the guys who can do it, by all means. But I feel like we're getting a little too into the weeds with that.
The offenses are more exciting, but at what cost?
And I love that. I'm just saying at some point we may look up and it happens gradually and then suddenly.
We don't have any men left.
I didn't say it. I'm just saying this is football.
Yeah. Too many dorks in football.
Not yet, but
just keep your eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your eye on it. I agree with that. I like a certain amount of my football to be populated by just total complete meatheads.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy, he's smart. He went to Yale, he went to Duke, then he coached for the Dolphins for a while, and then came over to Tampa Bay in 2024. The problem with if you're Baker's offensive coordinator is that every offseason you're going to go somewhere else. Like Baker's not going to have a guy stick around for a couple years. At some point, we just need to be like, hey, maybe Baker's really good at football.
Is anyone denying that?
They did deny it for a long time.
Sure, but I mean, he was also bouncing around as a backup from team to team. It's not.
He had a couple of rough years. I mean, he wasn't playing, but I think he's really good right now. I was watching him be composed, and what I like about him, he got a little dog in him. You know, I mean, I have my thing against quarterbacks who slide and talk shit. I got a feeling about that. But other than that, he'll bark at you, he'll chirp at you, and I like my quarterback to talk shit. I hate the old fashioned like take the higher road quarterbacks. Fuck all that. If we gonna be in the trenches with me, man, we gotta bang together.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you slide and then you get clipped as you slide and then you get up and you get in a guy's face, not really a fan of that. But Baker also tries to run people over sometimes. He's gotten a little bit better about that ever since he got banged up when he was with the Browns.
You know what team you need to watch, Arian? You need to watch Georgia Tech play because their quarterback uses his body as a battering ram. He doesn't even pretend to try to throw the football. He just runs it every play and tries to run over people.
Yeah, my best friend coaches for them. One of my best friends.
Nice.
Anthony Parker. Shout out.
Yeah,
Anthony
ask
Parker,
him about
man.
Haynes King. Haynes King, I don't know how he is able to play every week.
I'm gonna look at him.
Aaron, what do you got going on this week?
This week, I just got my new wedges, woods, and hybrids in. I'm waiting on my irons. My driver came, and so I'm adjusting to that. And so I got a couple golf matches set up, big money golf matches out here. And that's about it, man. It's my daughter's fall break, so we're vibing. And I was gonna go on vacation, but I'm so dedicated to this podcast that I said, "Nah, baby, we can't travel. We gotta stay here. We gotta feed the people."
I appreciate that.
So, yeah, no doubt.
That's very big of you. Big T, what's the state of Tennessee football right now? It's a big week for you.
Good. Had a bye week. I'm a little concerned that Bobby Petrino, they also had a bye, is going to come out with a little razzle dazzle. I think they might have a little dead cat bounce to him.
Do you think that Bobby Petrino is just going to take over that program, not let it go? He's like, you're not going to hire anybody.
I mean, he did immediately fire all their defensive coaches as well.
Yeah.
So he does seem to think he's the head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Talk to Bobby Bones this week. He said they don't have the talent to beat Tennessee, which is probably should be true, but they're going to have 2 or 3 trick plays that we need to be ready for.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited about this slate. This is a great slate of college football.
Great week. Weekend. These are the weeks for why we do it.
This is great.
Lay it on me. What it is?
We got Red River, Texas, Oklahoma.
Okay.
That's always
please say shootout.
Red River S out.
Don't let it be erased from history.
I actually wasn't trying to erase it. I just if you
But
have
now
lived in
you
Texas, a lot of times you call it Red River. But yeah, now you have to
make
say
a point.
I got to make a point. It's the Red River Shootout.
Yes.
Which is always a good game, or usually a good game, no matter if like a team is ranked or not. It's fun.
Arian, what if I told you there's a top 10 matchup this week between Oregon and the University of Indiana?
I would believe you. I've seen Indiana. They balled the last couple of years. They've been kind of on.
I think they're better this year than last year.
Yeah. Pete.
Missouri, Alabama. There's one more big one.
I saw Penn State lost to UCLA.
Yes,
huh?
they did. UCLA, who had not led for a second of football this season, which included losses to the University of New Mexico and who else?
Crib.
They lost to another Group of 5 school, I think. And they went out there, fired their coach, and they had Nico looking like the best quarterback in the country. So credit to Jerry Neuheisel and who's the interim head coach. I apologize for forgetting. Tim.
Is he playing? Is the ex-Tennessee quarterback playing?
Yeah, and he had looked like dog shit for the first 4 weeks and then looked unbelievable on Saturday. Had 5 touchdowns.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
you kind of hate that, huh?
Huh?
You kind of hate that, huh? You see your ex.
No,
with a nice little boot thing. You don't like that shit.
No, I thought it was hilarious that they beat Penn State, and also he's looked. Again, 1% of me still wants to feel bad for him because he's clearly listening to people who do not have his best interest at heart. I just can't get there, but good for him. They won a game. I think it was.
You weren't rooting for UCLA because of the Nico factor?
I wasn't rooting for them. I think it's funny that they won. I don't care one way or the other. Like, we have an awesome quarterback. We're really good. Mm-hmm. He made a poor choice. Sorry about it. Best of luck. I think he probably may have saved his NFL aspirations with that game. Things were going downhill quickly.
Yeah, it was crazy because UCLA, Blutman was telling me this. They hadn't had a lead all year.
Correct. Had not led for 1 second.
Much less won a game.
And then
they had not been ahead in any game.
And then they did not trail against Penn State.
That's crazy. What do you think this means for James Franklin?
I wrote that it's over, just whatever form that takes. I don't know if you can't fire him. Anybody that thinks they can fire him, they can't. He's owed $56 million, even if you wanted to. That puts you behind the 8 ball tremendously in an era where you have to pay your players. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be fired. Now, do they make it remarkably uncomfortable for him for the rest of this year and maybe encourage him to seek employment elsewhere? Certainly could be a choice.
How can you do that? What are some ways?
There are power brokers who can put pressure on coaches to maybe listen. We love you, mean it, but it's time to maybe go elsewhere.
So I feel like the easiest way to do that would be withholding NIL money, but then that just makes the team worse.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything like maybe they get rid of assistants. I don't know exactly what form that takes, but there are ways that they can try to. Maybe they try to negotiate a reduced buyout. I don't know why he'd do that, but maybe that's part of it. And there are schools out there. If you're James Franklin, you can. I don't know how much he makes, $8, $9, $10 million. Go make $7 at Virginia Tech, where they will love you for a decade, and then this will probably happen again. And then you can go somewhere else. Just keep if you can win 9 or 10 games a year, they're going to like you for a while. Mm-hmm. And then you wear out your welcome after 10 years or so, and then you go do it at one more school, and then you retire with $100 million. It's
pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good gig.
But it's very evident that the James Franklin experiment, they're never going to win anything. Last year is probably as good as it can possibly get for them.
That's the top, yeah. They were very good last year.
They were pretty good. That's Penn State, pretty good.
They were at the top of their powers. It was like they were in the national championship discussion till the very end.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for them.
Yes.
The playoff helped.
They were pretty
tremendously. Good. Yeah. There's another college story that Big T, you've been all over. UNC.
Interesting one.
Yeah. First of all, let me know if anybody out there went to the Ludacris concert that started at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right before UNC versus Clemson. Clemson kicked the shit out of UNC on Saturday.
Yeah.
What was the final score?
I think it was 38-10, but it wasn't that close.
It wasn't. And UNC looks looks bad. They look like a program that
Really
is just not. They just don't know how to play football. It doesn't look like they have a head coach.
Yeah.
But it turns out their head coach is Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
And things are going off the rails. Then there was a story that in Belichick's ongoing feud in his divorce with the Patriots, he's not allowing UNC to post anything related to the Patriots on social media, namely anything pro Drake May, because Drake May obviously went to UNC, was a star quarterback there, was then drafted by the Patriots, who's now playing very well in the NFL. And he instructed, or his circle, can we call it a circle?
The report was that there was a directive from somewhere in the football department that there is to be no mention of the New England Patriots.
I don't know if it's a circle, if it's 2 dots connected by one straight line, but people around Belichick have told the social media team don't post anything about Patriots players.
I think it's not just social media. Like, nobody is to mention the Patriots in any capacity.
But then UNC did post a picture of Drake May.
So that report came out this morning,
Mm-hmm.
I think at like 7 a.m. And then at 9, they finally posted one video of Drake May from last night.
Got it.
After having posted nothing when their one good recruiting tool they have went on the road, beat the best team in the NFL, and looked awesome.
I would love to know what that conversation looked like.
I assume there was probably a crisis meeting of some sort this morning.
Yes, a crisis meeting.
Someone please find one video.
Now, do you think that Belichick was involved in that crisis meeting?
I don't know.
Or do you think they went rogue? They were like, "Hey, we have to do
I doubt
something.
it.
This is bad." Because if this was a rogue post, Bill's not going to take kindly to that.
I think you'll know in short order if that was rogue.
I think you will. And it's not like Bill is scouring Facebook, but I think he probably has people
he would be alerted
that are close to him that would pass that information along swiftly.
Yeah. I think someone probably told him, like, "Hey, we gotta put up one video of Drake May."
That would be
because now, but now you're in a lose-lose where every comment under that is like, "Oh, now you do it." Like,
I could see this actually developing into a bigger thing. If Bill was unaware after his posse gave the orders not to post anything Patriots related, if the UNC staff went rogue, and then Bill finds out from whoever his source might be that monitors social media that's close to him, someone that's more young and in touch with how people are consuming those types of things, they're not going to be happy at all that UNC went behind their backs.
I would imagine he was involved.
Now, if Bill was involved, I wonder if Bill then had to sell that to his team, his hypothetical team. I don't know who that would be.
Mm-hmm.
And if that started a fight between them.
What's the worst tweet in the last 24 hours? UNC waiting till Monday morning to post one video of Drake May, or James Franklin on Sunday tweeting game week, let's go 1-0, Northwestern.
Wait, what?
So he posts every Sunday. He's like, it's game week, Nittany Nation.
Yeah.
Time to go 1-0,
Yeah.
and then the opponent's name 3 times.
Yeah.
And they got boat raced by UCLA, the worst team in college football. And on Sunday morning, he posted time for Northwestern.
Oh, my God.
And the comments were even more incredible than you can imagine.
Well, what's worse, him making that post or him very clearly not making the post?
Making it.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
What about when teams don't post the final score?
I do hate that.
Yeah.
But this, you just know, like, you take a week off, dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
Also, that's the coach, not the official team account.
True.
Because the coach is getting more personal vitriol for that.
Yeah.
Clemson, people are asking if the downfall of the Clemson football program stems from not posting the final score from the 2022 Orange Bowl. Still haven't posted it.
I was unaware. I'd forgotten about that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that being a scandal at the time, but there's a lot of stuff that's come across my desk in the last 3 years, and that's fallen off.
But if you look at that's when things really started to go downhill.
If you're Dabo, as Dave says, if you're Dabo Swinney, what's the next step for you? It feels like this is maybe getting there at the end of the line with Clemson.
He's like one of those political Congress guys, right? He'll run for office somewhere.
I could see that.
I could see that.
I could definitely see that.
He'd make a good politician, too.
I hate that you just put that out in the universe that we're in.
I hate him. So
well, speaking of guys, the Paul Finebaum story.
Yeah,
breaking today.
Paul Finebaum. Me and Big T were talking about it a little bit before we went on the air. Finebaum potentially running for Senate in Alabama. He's allegedly been banned from appearing on ESPN shows,
which was reported by Clay Travis.
It was.
The ESPN PR vice president comes out and immediately says this is patently false.
Patently.
And then On 3 confirms the report.
Yes.
So it does seem like that's probably true.
So the way that I've seen the story framed so far is that he's being banned from ESPN because he's a Republican. Now, I'm just guessing. This is me like trying to put together a story on the fly, which I usually don't like to do, but this is such a ridiculous story where it's fucking Paul Finebaum running for United States Senate that I'm going to go ahead and speculate. I know a little bit about how things happen at ESPN and the behind the scenes stuff. My guess is that ESPN has told their employees, do not go on competitor shows, do not go on other sports networks to do shows. And you see some of that with the Netflix Christmas game, where last year they were just like asking people who already had jobs at other employers, hey, we'll pay you a lot of money to do the NFL game on Netflix. Now ESPN is like honestly kind of smartening up from a business sense and saying we shouldn't just like loan out our top talent to help our competitors. And they said, okay, you're not allowed to appear on any of these types of shows anymore. I'm pretty sure they have one of those rules in place as well for Outkick. And I think by Paul Finebaum going on that show, I think that's what triggered ESPN to say either we're going to suspend you or like whatever they told him. And then I just think they didn't tell their vice president of PR, who is now looking like a clown.
Which feels very odd.
It does feel very odd, but the way things work at ESPN is usually like the vice president of PR, they bring you in when they have to. And so sometimes
that would feel like a situation you'd have to.
If Pitaro is having a conversation with Finebaum, I think that it would get to PR quickly, but probably not as quickly as Finebaum would then go to Outkick and say, hey, I've been banned.
Maybe.
That might be the first call that Finebaum makes.
Probably.
Pitaro probably has to alert like a few other vice presidents and then PR. That's my guess. Again, I don't know. I have no inside information about this in this specific case. That's my guess as to what happened. But this is good for Finebaum, I think, for his political chances.
Another source has confirmed to WBRC in Birmingham, Alabama, that Paul Finebaum has had his appearances on ESPN programming canceled. Who do you think that source was? Seems like this might be the same source that's calling all these people to confirm the report.
I think it's probably the same source. Yeah. I think it's probably a pretty good source.
Yeah. That's pretty close to it.
I'd say. I'd say so. I don't think it has anything to do with Paul Finebaum saying I'm a conservative.
I think there are other plausible explanations, but I don't think that's out of the question as being part of it.
Because the one thing ESPN cares about is they care about making money.
I think it is a confluence of him going on an Outkick show to make this announcement.
Yeah.
The announcement itself, and the fact that he seems like he might not be particularly thrilled with ESPN at the moment.
Yes, I would say that he probably it was an antagonistic move by Finebaum to do this on Outkick, knowing the relationship that they have with ESPN, whether he's like going into another contract or I don't know where he's at with his career and when that's going to be up for negotiation. But I think that was a calculated move that Finebaum pulled. One, I think primarily to get the word out there to his target audience. And then two, as an added bonus, kind of like just jabbing ESPN a little bit. And then I think ESPN is now in a pissing match with him. And they're like, no, we're the big dick here. We're ESPN. You don't get to disobey us. And then now it's going to become a whole story.
He signed a multi-year extension last August.
Okay.
I think he's got a run now.
Yeah, he's burning the boats.
Like, let's go.
This is a burn the boats move.
Then he can go work at Outkick if he loses.
Yeah, he's probably going to win. I think he's going to win. Did you hear what Lane Kiffin said about Finebaum?
No.
Yeah, on part of my take, he was like, yeah, if that gets him out of my hair, then yeah, I'm happy that he's running for Senate. More power to him.
Well, you know their history, don't you?
I don't know. Was that the Joey Freshwater thing?
I don't know about that, but Finebaum had words about Kiffin when he was at USC.
Oh yeah, something like
and
nepotism, that sort of thing.
And kind of, I think Kiffin at one point like blamed him for him being fired at USC.
Really?
Yeah, they did. I think they patched things up a little bit, but they did not have a great relationship.
Arian, are you familiar with the lore of Paul Finebaum and Harvey Updike?
Nah.
It's one of my favorite sports stories of all time.
All right, talk.
So you know Finebaum, right? We've talked about Finebaum. He's
you mentioned him. I'm pretty sure I know if I see
He's
him.
known for having the funniest and also insanest callers that will call into a show and just yell about they should fire their coach on like Mondays after college football is over. It's a great show. I used to listen to it before it was like simulcast on ESPN and all that stuff. It's very entertaining to just hear people like crazy fans call him up and yell. Now the Harvey Updike story, I want to get this right. So Harvey Updike was an Alabama Crimson Tide fan.
Correct.
And Harvey Updike was upset because Auburn beat Alabama.
I believe this was after the 2010.
The Scam Newton.
The comeback.
Yeah.
Bama was up big. Cam Newton led a huge comeback. They went on to win the national championship.
Yeah, so Cam Newton, or as Alabama fans would call him, Scam Newton, because he got paid when he was in college. And that's
way less than he'd be paid
we
now.
all did.
Yeah.
We all did. Brother.
Alabama wasn't doing that. Nope.
No, sir.
So after Cam Newton beats Alabama, Harvey Updike calls into the Paul Finebaum show, and he says, well, I had the last laugh because I just went to Toomer's Corner, and I just poured poison on all them oaks. Now, Toomer's Corner is a place at Auburn where they like celebrate everything. It's they throw like toilet papers over the trees there. They call it rolling the oaks, the oak trees. It's like a very special place for Auburn fans. And Harvey Updike calls Paul Finebaum to announce that he has poured, I forget what type of poison it was. It's a very specific tree poison that he happened to have on him. But he drove to Auburn multiple hours. I forget where he lived, but it was like a long road trip that he made.
I remember the name he called into the show as was Al from Dadeville.
Al from Dadeville.
I'm pretty sure.
That
was his alias.
That was a great alias. And he said, confessed to poisoning all these oaks. And sure enough, he did poison a lot of the oaks, and a lot of them had to be cut down. Like ancient, not ancient, but like, very old historic oak trees. And then he got arrested. And they caught him after the fact. And then, he just became like an Alabama legend. But that's the only that's the only show that could happen on. It's good for college football.
I've never heard of that.
Went to prison for a little while, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the story right now. He poured herbicide. Al from Dadeville. Yep. Oh, they were century-old oak trees at Toomer's Corner. And so he was arrested. He pleaded guilty to felony criminal damage, and he went to jail. He owed $800,000 in restitution, and he paid less than $100 towards that fine. College football, baby. It's the only place you can get a story like that. Also, I want to give a shout out. This is an advertisement, but it's also a personal endorsement. Big T, you'll join me in this one. Sax underwear.
You should just play the audio from when you walked in here and told me how right I was. I don't
know if we were recording, but I brought my Sax with me to Pinehurst.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on in the morning, and first thing I said was, "Wow."
Yep.
It really feels that good.
Yeah.
Great underwear. The pouch, it changed the game. I've never had a ballpark pouch before like this. It is the most comfortable underwear ever.
Aaron, we have some here for you. We got to send them to you.
I feel supported.
Man, let me know. Let me send them to me.
In fact, we have another pair right here. I'm about to change into this after we get done recording.
I was like, bro.
That's a nice little design you got there.
It is a fantastic product. I love it. I'm about to just change out my entire underwear drawer and make it all Sax. Sax underwear gives you breathable fabric, no ride-up legs, and it's got the pouch that keeps everything in its lane. Once you try Saxx underwear, you'll realize how bad your old underwear really was. Upgrade your drawers, upgrade your day. Visit Saxx.com. That's SAXX.com. Upgrade your comfort today. There's one other story that I want to get to because we're supposed to talk about it last week. I've noticed a lot of women that I know are starting to get into knitting. Mad Dog McKenzie, is that something that's ever piqued your interest at all? Because I always thought it was like the most boring thing.
No, I don't think so. Mm-mm. Like, I've thought about it when I'm bored, but I've never actually attempted to try it whatsoever.
Yeah, I've never like gotten the knitting itch.
Knitting or like needle pointing is kind of a big trend now.
I have started to get the itch for needle pointing, but knitting now.
And I was trying to trace back where this new like uptick in knitting interest came from, because I was like, is this an industry plant thing? What's going on? But Jennifer Garner is actually taking up a strong interest in knitting and needle pointing, and she's been very public about it. And ever since Jennifer Garner got interested in it, then everybody else all of a sudden started to pay attention. Aaron, have you paid attention to that at all?
No, I'm not. I'm unaware of the knitting frenzy going on.
Are you a Jennifer Garner fan?
Castmate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What's she like?
I didn't. I shook her hand. I didn't really meet her like that. Sure, she's cool.
Were you guys in any scenes together?
There was a deleted scene at the end we were in, but it never made the cut.
What were you doing?
You all right, man? It's getting a little.
I'm just curious.
Getting a little weird, man.
No, I'm just curious.
We were celebrating Sonny's draft picks. It was me, Chad, and Kevin Costner and Jennifer Garner. It was all. It's a draft party.
She sounds really nice.
Yeah. What's up, man? Good.
She sounds like a really nice person. I'm good. Are you good?
I'm straight. Are you straight?
Oh, I know you're straight.
No,
trust me.
No, brother. It did not go down, brother. Don't be disrespecting Jennifer Garner like that.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll stay away
Seems
from.
rather protective.
I'll stay away from Boo.
That's crazy work.
Okay, yeah, that's really the story I wanted to get into was knitting. I was very interested about knitting. So we just consider that topic discussed. There was one other thing though last week. Did you see the AI video of Sam Altman?
Yes.
These are getting, before you get into the specific video, these are getting, who wants this, dog? Nobody wants this.
The cabal.
It's getting out of hand, bro. It's almost like I just seen Kobe Bryant streaming him playing 2K. Told him, yo, skibbity chat. What's going on, chat? I'm like,
serious?
dog, come on, man.
I saw one
doing
of Mark Sanchez this morning talking about his incident, and you could tell it was AI, but I think I think in 10 years, you will not be able to tell. Like, genuinely, you'll have no idea if something's real or not.
So the good news is, because I think we've been pretty consistent about our takes on AI, that there's just so much bad shit that can happen with it, and nobody's asking for 99% of it, and that AI is like, everyone keeps saying it's going to change all these industries, and in order to fund AI, you have to have a potential business case for it at some point, right? But the business cases for AI have appeared to be like staggeringly weak. Like all these companies are like, yeah, we're losing tons of money investing in AI right now. Nobody likes it. It makes a lot of errors. And if you make small errors in the job that it's assigned to do, it ends up costing your company money. It's a product that's not ready for business use at this stage. And so now companies are starting to scale back on their investments in AI, meaning that these giant companies that have invested billions of dollars into like data centers, the technology behind it, software developers, now their funding is starting to look a little bit dicey to them because they told the people that were loaning them money that they're going to get billions of dollars in return on the back end once all businesses start to use it. And that appears to not be happening at the pace that they thought it was going to happen. So it might, for the first time in a while, I'm like a little bit hopeful
Oh, I don't know.
That some of the AI companies will start to go away a little bit.
Start to what? They're the most valuable companies on the planet.
They're the most valuable companies because investors say that they're the most valuable.
Okay, so let's say that tails off by 20%, which is a massive number. They're still in the most valuable companies in the world.
They could be, but I feel like it's going to be a cascading effect. Because in order for them to actually be a solvent business, they have to have customers that are paying them instead of just getting money from investors, right?
Eventually.
Because eventually the investors are going to pull back on their investments. They're not going to get returns. The company's going to be in financial trouble because they've taken all that money and they've gone probably. I actually don't know the financials, so I won't speculate on that. But they're very forward looking. The AI companies are, so they're making lots of investments into all this infrastructure. And then if they don't have any money coming at all, then they'll have to dial back on their infrastructure, or maybe they'll be in a bad financial situation as well and have to sell themselves off piecemeal. I don't know. For the first time in a while,
I think you're being remarkably optimistic.
Well, I've been very, very pessimistic about it. And so I think like any small bit of good news, I think is great for me. Just my mental state about it. But yeah, the video that Sam Altman in a Target or a Walgreens or something like that, where he's shoplifting.
Yeah, like that one you could tell, but I mean, we're getting closer.
It was very, very close.
I saw Tupac walking with Eminem in what looked like a Costa Rica vibe. Oh, that's not Eminem. I'm sorry, Bruce Lee. Tupac walking with Bruce Lee. He said, "Hey y'all, look who I just found. I sound just like him." And then he was rapping, riding in a convertible top with Bruce Lee, and whoever wrote it kind of has bars because the shit sounded cold. Knew it wasn't Pac though, because he had a much more simplistic rhyme scheme. But yeah, it's just nobody likes that shit. And to your point, PJ, I don't see like how is this going to be profitable aside from maybe the movie industries, but even they're kind of dying as well.
Well, there was the AI actress that's taking the internet by storm, according to her marketing team.
Nobody really likes it. That's what I'm saying. I don't see a big market for this. I just see artists getting pissed off, and like it's for trolling and pissing off artists. That's all I see its utility for. I hate it.
It is a very valuable tool for the trolls, though. You have to admit that.
Facts. Yeah, I actually used it a little bit.
Really?
So I do a lot of golfing out here with Clyde Drexler.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy who used to play for the Chargers, it'd be him versus one of my other homeboys. We all golf together, and so we up on him 2-1, and he was like, "Yo," he was basically talking shit. That this match was it's already in the bag, and so I did the AI version of Clyde Drexler counting his chickens before they hatch, and it's him in a Portland Trail Blazers jersey just counting chickens. Yeah, but other than that, it has no utility. A few chuckles here and there.
I agree, but
was hilarious,
yeah, it is. You're right. The people that are getting the most out of it right now are just people who want to piss people off online. And if you're actually trolling Sam Altman by putting him into a shoplifting video, I think that's a good way to use it. I think make as many embarrassing videos of Sam Altman, Elon Musk as you possibly can. The people that are actually like calling the shots on all this. By the way, did you see the Sam Altman interview with Tucker? It was very funny. Have you seen any of the clips?
Very recently?
I think so. I saw it recently.
I haven't seen it.
He basically like just accused Sam Altman of murdering a guy. And then Sam got very nervous about it and was like, "This is very awkward for Tucker." I don't know any of the background behind the story.
It was like, oh fuck, I forget. It's wild. That was a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Basically, Sam Altman got accused of like murdering like one of the dudes that allegedly started up OpenAI, and it's like a deep internet conspiracy theory about how there was a guy that he's either whistleblowing or he started it or something like that, and that Sam Altman got him offed.
Well, okay, according to AI, claims regarding Sam Altman's death and murder are false. There's conspiracy theories that have been amplified by Elon and Tucker Carlson. You want to do that on Thursday's episode?
Sure.
Which one?
The Sam Altman murder conspiracy?
If it's juicy enough, if there's enough details to go into with some credible.
If Tucker thinks there are.
We'll look into it.
I'm down though.
All right. Well, we will see you guys on Thursday. Until then, love you guys.